All right, Frank?
I think I see a big one right over that way.
I think I do too. Let's go over and check it out. What do you say?
All right, I think I saw it first.
Uh-oh. Well, I think there's a bigger one just to the left of it.
Let's go.
Well, you know, it's not all about the Cretaceous. There's some really interesting tertiary things out here as well. All those are bird nests. What kind of birds are they, Frank?
Some kind of swallow.
Swallows?
Cliff swallows.
Cliff swallows, yeah. They're happy out here. Wow, that's beautiful. Well, still no dinosaur bones, but here's some really pretty rocks. Generally when we see this stuff, we're not going to find any bones. It's pretty old stuff. Well, this is kind of the lot of the Dinosaur Hunter. Did a lot of walking through a lot of rugged country. Just came down that coulee there, and I'm in the coulee now, actually. And as you can see, there's a lot of white sand down here, which indicates probably either a river or maybe a little bit of the old seashore. But essentially, we're not finding too much here, even though it looks pretty good. The elevation's about right. But we'll just keep looking. Here you can see some of the steepness. Frank's up there, working up there. See what we come up with. Okay, well, this is what we run into a lot. This is a area that I just walked into, and you can see that there are just chunks of bone. There's bones everywhere you look. If I had to guess, I would suspect that it's probably a bone on the Triceratops frill, which can just come into a million different pieces. So something like this, though, will cause me to stop and just look around and see if I can find anything with any kind of shape in it. And if there is, then maybe the animal can be identified. Now this is kind of classic float that's come down the hill. It's indistinct. Can't really tell what it is. You can see the little water channel, and you can see some other things as we walk up it. And there's a little bit of shape right there, but it's still just way too beat up to tell anything by it. And then you can see it runs out. So where it came from, that's very hard to say. There may be more at the top, which means I'm going to have to climb up there, or there may not be. So you never know until you go look. So I'll go look. That's Brownie Butte over there, which was my inspiration for Blackie Butte in the Dinosaur Hunter. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the prettiest little hills that you will ever see. It is perfect for dinosaur bones. And Frank, over there is a complete articulated dinosaur within your sight. Can you find it?
Not yet.
Oh, pick with Ron.
You're on.
Alright, well this is, we call these explodosauruses, but we're about 90% sure that this is Triceratops frill. It's kind of classic, really. It's got, we're used to seeing a pattern in it, and then inside there's where a lot of small blood vessels were. I thought I'd found a tooth, but I don't think it is now. There you can see the classic Y-shaped pattern in the frill, and then the inside. So the frill was about this thick. What part of it we can't really tell. How big the animal was, we really can't tell. There's just not much to do here except to mark it and say, well, there was a Triceratops here, probably, and it might be someplace to come and look someday again. More might be eroded out. That's kind of the dinosaur hunter's life. We look for this kind of just pile of junk, really, but ultimately that can lead to something pretty cool. All right, well, one thing I forgot to mention for every dinosaur hunter, especially out here in Montana, these good old snake gators saved my bacon the other day when I was hit by one. Hit me right in there. Recommend them. So I followed that float all the way up here. Still just a lot of shards and everything. But then, lo and behold, what should I see? It's a juvenile T.rex. It might be. Yeah, well, here we are in the Hell Creek Bar. There's Frank, looking at his cell phone for no apparent reason.
I have a code red here.
Uh-oh.
July 9th, probably not changed.
Huh?
From July 9th, probably not changed.
Probably not. Well, this is the old place. An old bar.
Look at the deer head and
Yeah, I'm looking at that. Look at the buffalo head.
that's a cow.
Look at the cow head. Except for the horns, it could be a buffalo head.
I'm sure they're genetically.
Thank you. I've had two gin and tonics, so it's hard for me to recognize the difference between a buffalo and a cow.
How about the Rocky Mountain goat? You got that?
I missed that.
There you go. Didn't want to Rocky Mountain goat.
What else do we have? The Budweiser sign. Window. Here's some tables.
All-star game.
Yeah, it'll be old news by the time I show this video. There's another table. Here's the famous Rainier beer. Often drunk in the Dinosaur Hunter. The games are all gone. Well, they've been turned around, I guess. The pool hall, kind of empty today. That's it. That's the Hell Creek Bar.